big greeting here to the LJPF volunteers for 25-26. This is your big recognition day, and we're happy to be able to say something of words of encouragement. But I can never really do words of encouragement, can I, Donna?
Yeah, you can.
I can. I can hardly ever do words of encouragement without preaching. That's my problem. So we're going to open the Bible just a little bit. The purpose of the church, the reason the church exists, the reason God didn't just take us all to heaven when He saved us, is to give us an opportunity to make disciples of the nations, which means wherever we are, we're to be in the process of helping people find Jesus and then training them to have a ministry to one another and to other people in their neighborhood. In that way, we reproduce ourselves in our disciples, and our disciples reproduce themselves and ultimately us in their disciples. That's what the church is all about. Everything that we do in church is designed to make that happen. Whether we're keeping track of the yard work, or we're teaching little kids in Sunday school, or we're setting up for VBS, all of the things that we do are designed to make disciples of the nations. And you folks, as the volunteers who make the ministry happen, are in fact disciples and disciple makers. So the story I want to tell is one that everybody knows. David is most famous for killing a giant. It was one of those Old Testament stories that, frankly, kids know from about the time they're 2. It's all about little guy beating up on a big guy. And when we get older, we discover that there's more to the story than that. And that fight in the valley there against the Philistines is actually really important theologically. But for our purposes, we realize that killing a giant that day was the biggest thing that David had ever done in his life or would ever do. He spent the rest of his life as a renegade and then as king, making disciples, teaching other men primarily to kill giants the way he did. He taught them to trust God and to develop the skills they needed to accomplish the ministry that God had called them to. And if that was killing giants, then that's what they needed to learn to do. At the end of David's life, he ran into a giant in battle by the name of Ishbi-Benob. I think Ishbi-Benob is more important than Goliath, because at the end of David's life, he was no longer capable of killing a giant. But the men he had trained and were with him that day took care of the job. That's what it's all about. We pass on the faith, we pass on the knowledge, we pass on the skills that we have to the next generation. And we do this over and over and over again. And frankly, it never loses its fun. I always enjoy it, and especially there in the Philippines. For some reason, it's more fun in the Philippines. Have you noticed that? It's not just a tourist slogan. It really is. We love to be with you guys, and we look forward to seeing you again. Congratulations on your service this year. Thank you for all that you do. We look forward to seeing even more in the future as you reach out to make disciples of the Philippines. God bless you all. Bye-bye.
God bless you. Love you guys.
Yeah, really, we love you guys.
Goodbye.